Hello, guys, and welcome back to Joe's Adventures. And today, we are not done with Jurassic World Evolution. Looks like we got a bunch of new things coming. So there was like a future games little showcase thing. This is a little 2-minute video, showcase a couple new animals that we're going to take a look at, and then we're going to go through a bunch of the screenshots that were released and have a little talk about them. So we got another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video we're watching, so yeah, let's get stuck into it. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to go through and talk about we're going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about what we like and what we've seen, the new animals and such. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold. I'm the game director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. And
Hello.
today we're going to be showing you some new dinosaurs and one of the new environments in the game, but we're going to be doing things slightly differently. So please welcome our special guest, Jeff Goldblum. Welcome, Jeff.
Welcome to...
Look at Jeff Goldblum. He's like, what am I doing? But he's such a cool dude. He's got that charisma. I love him.
me, I guess, or welcome to us. Welcome to the audience, maybe.
Yes, he's very much dinosaur
Future
expert.
Games Show.
First up, we have the temperate environment, and some of you will notice it's raining in here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's rain. It's raining.
So you can see here, we got this, as I mentioned, the temperate environment. I pretty much guessed that right. You also see this little cool map that they got going on. Look at this little enclosure. That must be for some sort of mosasaur or something. It looks too small for a mosasaur, but must be doing for something like that. But looks really, really nice.
This is the first time that we've shown this effect in Jurassic World Evolution 2.
So as that have a look, we can see it's also raining as well. I believe they probably just ripped that from Planet Zoo, because they've got rain and snow, and it looks like we're going to have, they mentioned further on in this video that they're going to have sandstorms as well, so it'll be different kinds of weather things that you have to deal with, which is pretty cool. And we can see we've got some Brachiosaurus over here, much more temperate, obviously green grass. Also, Stegosaurus hanging out here. The brown is actually a really nice contrast. And we've got the marine thing there. A couple domes. I wonder what we've got in these aviaries. And we can see the innovation center over there.
Rain is one of the many weather challenges that the player will face as they're building a
That looked like it was a mosasaur.
dinosaur theme parks. For example, in our desert environment, you'll be challenged with sandstorms, which will really put your management skills to the test.
Okay, we'll stop there. We'll go back to here. You can see this is definitely snow. So that's very similar to the effect in Planet Zoo, and we're going to have to deal with snowstorms and
Theme parks.
they say here sandstorms as well for the desert maps.
Test.
This looks lovely. This looks like some kind of resort.
It does. Look at that. Look, no,
It's
we want to
lovely.
look. Look how beautiful that looks. I really love this temperate map. I think that fits the game well. But yeah, these ones are just shots from the trailer.
And now let's talk about the dinosaurs. We've got two new species to show you today.
Cool.
The first one is the Ichthyosaurus.
Ooh, I'm really happy to see this one. I love Ichthyosaurus. Look at this wonderful guys.
Oh, this is an underwater dinosaur of some kind.
So look, we can see them coming out the hatchery. Well, we now know that. Well, we've known for a while actually that you can send out multiple animals at a hatchery at one time. So that's pretty good. We can see we got 4 coming out of here. Nice little Ichthyosaur.
I just did a little snorkeling here and there. I won't bore you with where, but I saw a barracuda under the water all of a sudden after I was enjoying all these little fish, and I was frightened out of my wits. If I'd seen anything like this, can you imagine? I was enjoying all.
Well, yeah, that was a cool story, Jeff. But we're going to have a look at the mosasaur right now. Not mosasaur, Ichthyosaur. Look at this wonderful
All
guy
of a sudden,
here.
after
So we can see he's got quite that smooth skin. Generally pretty spot on for a Ichthyosaurus. The tail could be a lot thicker. Like there's usually the caudal keel, which you see in a lot of marine animals, where it's really thick in the tail, so that helps with moving the tail back and forth or up and down, depending if you're a mammal or a fish or a reptile. And yeah, generally it's kind of weird with the eye, very reptilian. Looks okay. It's good. Could be a little bit better. Needs some updates, but looks nice overall. It's really cool that we're getting something so different. Ichthyosaurus is pretty much like one of the first things you think of a marine reptile. And I think this opens the door from some other ichthyosaurs. There's obviously the one that people have been mentioning, like Shonosaurus and Shastasaurus. That would be amazing because we have specimens of these kind of large ichthyosaurs. I believe there's one called the Svalbard, or not sure exact place, but there is a specimen that could be up to 26 meters long. So that's pretty much the size of a blue whale. So that would be very impressive to have in game. It's undescribed, but I think there's been pictures of it on the internet. It's really, really cool. Some really huge ichthyosaurs. And yeah, obviously, I think marine is something that should be greatly expanded upon because there's so much there. You have so many different types of marine reptiles. Because mainly with flying, it's just pterosaurs, and you can only got so many pterosaurs to go with. But you can have here ichthyosaurs, mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, pliosaurs, marine turtles, marine crocodiles, things like that. There's so much variety with marine that I hope that gets expanded much as well.
After I was enjoying all these little fish, and I was frightened out of my wits. If I'd seen anything like this, can you imagine?
Well, actually, you'll be pretty safe with the Ichthyosaurus. Its diet consists mostly of fish, and is
Well, there's a lot of things that diet consists mostly of fish that can kill you, buddy.
one of several.
Grizzly bear's one of them. Well, that's not mostly fish, but it's omnivorous. But you could also have dolphins. Well, not dolphins, but sharks. Sharks eat a lot of fish, obviously. Well, sharks kind of fish. But look at this wonderful shot. I know I've been going on a bit of a tangent, but look at this wonderful shot. We can see this is because we know that the platforms that you can see on the sides of the lagoons, you can drop down like in the movie to have underwater view. And doesn't that just look amazing? We can see the mosasaur swimming around. We'll have a play through that.
And is one of several new exciting marine reptiles that we're bringing to the game.
Look at that. Doesn't that look great? We get like a look into the lagoon. See some fish around. It looks like tuna. I think that really adds a lot of life to the aquarium as well. To the lagoon, I mean. Because obviously when you have these big animals, it can feel kind of empty, but little things kind of come in and help. Looks awesome. That's Tropognathus. We already saw him in the. A lot of these shots are reused from the trailer. We got a new pterosaur here.
Going off, I would say mainly dinosaurs. Not only the rain and different environments, which are very impressive and nice, but here's a pterodactyl or a pteranodon.
You tell us what it is.
But there's another flying. His eyes look quite mean.
This is the Pterodactylus.
There we are. We got Ceraladeculus. Ceradaculus. Why did I get that wrong when he just said it? Maybe I just jumped the gun too much. But we can see here it's kind of here they kind of went with a different kind of look. I'm not sure how they did it. Let's see if we can get a better...
It's got a long beak and sharp teeth, which allow it to dip its head into water while keeping aware of any threats nearby.
Let's go back. Not sure how I feel about this. It does look genuinely like a Pterodactylus. We don't have the back of the head, so they kind of added this weird speculative crest, which is not that likely. It's most likely just your generic kind of pterosaur or pterosaurid. Pterodactylid, I think that's right, yeah. It's got a crest. It's a bit of an odd choice. It's cool because it's in the novel, of course, but I feel like if you just kept it generic, it would look fine, because it's kind of your good starter pterosaur. Just because it's decent and cool, obviously, but it's not something like a pteranodon or a Genostembergia or even like a Quetzalcoatlus or something. I think that's kind of a weird thing to do. It's kind of like the situation with Deinonychus. They did that. It's nowhere near as bad, but they kind of did that here to try and make it look cool, when I think they should have just kept it. But yeah, that's just my opinion. We'll keep moving on.
But they're telling me to wrap this up, so of any threat, dip its head into water whilst keeping aware of any threats nearby. But
really
they're telling me to wrap this up, so I hope.
Look at the wonderful Brachiosaurus, and they're telling us to wrap it up. So
you've enjoyed this new look at the game, and we are really excited for you to experience it yourselves when the game releases on November 9th.
Cool, we get in November 9th, and then we shot the mosasaur. There we are, no problemo. So now we're going to have a look at some of the screenshots. You can see all here, some screenshots. So here's another screenshot of the Ichthyosaurus. It's pretty good for a generic Ichthyosaur. If I was to go like accurate, I'd probably mention the caudal keel, maybe some better counter shading, something like a dark black and white. That's the most common kind of pattern you see in pelagic animals or animals that live in open water. Other than that, yeah, it's okay. I'm not blown away by it, but it's not terribly bad. It's a bit of a weird underbite. It's also kind of got this weird wrinkle here. Eyes a little weird, but it's neither here nor there. There's another picture of the Pterodactylus. As I mentioned, it's got this weird crest here. Not sure exactly why. We'll zoom in this one a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the crest, honestly. I think they should have just kept it plain, and that would have been a great starter. But we see this not too bad. We can see another picture of the plesiosaur. So a lot of people are like, ooh, lips, but I think a lot of people coming around. And that's maybe related to the Jurassic World Dominion plesiosaur, or kind of plesiosaur that is coming to that game, the movie, because they mentioned it has like an anaconda-like head. Now, this isn't really that anaconda-like. It's more like a king cobra to me. And personally, I'm actually not that big of a fan of... Like, it's a design, it's cool, it's cute, but accuracy-wise, not a fan. But I think, yeah, interesting. I'm not too overly excited about it. It'd be cool to see the Ankylosaurus was just like the most perfect. Even though that's technically not a plesiosaur, it's more closely related to the pliosaurs, such as Leopleurodon and Kronosaurus. That looks much more like your realistic plesiosaur than this guy, but I can get why they kind of wanted to vary it up, so yeah. As a design, I think it's cool. As accuracy, it's definitely not good. Okay, we'll put it like that. And then these are some screenshots I got from like Discord and things. We're gonna have a look at some that we got from the website. We can see cute Brachiosaurus animations. They're rubbing up together towards each other, giving each other a little bit of a affectionate touch, which is really cute. Nice rocks here. Also some nice trees and stuff, showing off more of the taiga biome. We've got another one of the T-Rex. We've got these pronated hands. The pronated hands are gone. Supinated is when it's kind of like the pronation's when it's moved. Like you're going to clap. Clap is pronated. If you're going to go and like reach handlebars, that's supinated, I think. It's either that or the other way around. See, these technical terms do be like that, but we can see that the hands have been fixed and much more accurate to a real-life Tyrannosaurus. And I think it just makes them look nicer, even though obviously we're used to it. Just that little bit makes them look a little nicer. They look a little less necrotic and decrepit. I think that just looks nicer. A really nice T-Rex. If you can see another picture, I believe this is the new research facility, along with some different paths and things. New buildings. Not sure what that building is meant to be. Maybe part of the power station, I think. That's probably the best assumption. Looks like a power station. Next one. Tropognathus is the next one we got here, the one that I struggled to say. It's pretty cool. It's pretty much the same animal as one of the Kairos. And yeah, really, really nice. I like the beak crest that they got going on here. Kind of wish it had pycnofibers, because all pterosaurs most likely had pycnofibers. They didn't really add it to the Jurassic World ones. That'll be a cool mod. We can have the feathered or the pycnofiber pterosaur mod. That'll be coming out, and that'll be cool. I'll do like a whole series like I did with the feather mod pack, because that was fun. We got another one of the Dimorphodon. This guy should have pycnofibers as well, but obviously in the movie he did in the movie. He had like little hairs, but they kind of removed them for the games and things because probably they didn't have the right things to render them. Because usually you need like a fur shader. Looks really nice though. For the model itself looks nice. It's just the design, honestly. We got Velociraptor here. We got another look, and this also shows you if you look down here, we've got the Lost World Tiger Velociraptor. So it looks like legacy skins. So a lot of the skins that we got in like a Return Jurassic Park with the Stegosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, Velociraptor, things like that, are going to be coming back, and I'm really excited the Pteranodon one's coming back because that one looked really, really nice. Looks like we're getting a lot of those old designs back and hopefully expanded upon, because I would love to see different designs, like Return to Jurassic Park 2 maybe, with some different designs. Maybe you unlock them through scenarios. That'd be awesome. I think if you look at my 2 dinosaur Jurassic World DLC wishlist videos I did like a couple years ago, I think that would be kind of cool. Well, not a couple years ago. That was like early 2020. Well, yeah, something like that. And we can see another one of the Gallimimus, some more kind of paleoplants going on. You can see the variation within these guys. These guys are kind of like a dark orange. This one's like a black. This one's very reddish. I like it very much. Another good look at these wonderful tiger maps. Looks like it's in Canada or Washington. There's another one of the Majungasaurus. This looks like a shot from the trailer. He's still got the wrong arms, but overall it's okay. Nice face. Majungasaurus, I think, is very underrated. I think it's a really cool Abelisaur. Cool shot, anyway. Here's another of the Mosasaurus. We can see him diving, and we can see looks like something here. I wonder what that is. That looks like is it like a walkway, or is that just another? Oh no, it's another Mosasaur. I thought it was like a walkway with like glass, but that's definitely another Mosasaur. I just didn't notice it clear enough yet. And there's probably like a shadow of a shark feeder thing happening there. And then we've got another shot of it jumping out the water. Quite a nice model. Kind of weird that they're showing off the yellowish and reddish colours rather than the one that was in the movie, because the movie one was bluish. Here's another one of Parasaurolophus. You can see looks pretty much the same as the Jurassic World Evolution one, which was based off the Lost World concept. Is quite nice, I think. It's okay. We can see the different variations there as well. I think this is the shot in the trailer, and you can also see here the Stegosaurus. And another picture of the temperate biome, which is probably going to end up being my favorite. I do like the temperate biome. Feels like the most like a normal biome to me, because most people live in temperate areas. Looks quite nice. You can see this ranger station here with, it looks like you're able to get small generators as well, I think, so you can have like little bases and things, especially if you want to have like a Lost World, like Site B type map. You can just have all your necessary facilities in one area, isolated from each other, so you don't need to worry about connecting them all the time, which is good because that'll work better with the larger maps. We got another. This is one of the faux shops by the looks of it. You can see people sitting on these benches. Looks really nice. I quite like this design. You see the cameras and stuff. Awesome. We can see another one, Stegosaurus. So we can see these 2 Stegosaurus are a little bit more brownish. This guy's more grayish. I really like these patterns on the plates here. They look really nice. And we could see more of the desert map. I quite like the desert map. I think all the biomes that they've chosen here are pretty good. So it seems like the biomes that we have now is because obviously we're going back in the what if scenarios. That makes me think just Marvel and what if. But we've got the what if scenarios with the tropical, desert, taiga, now temperate. I think there's 5. It's this. What's the last one? This could be interesting. Ocean? Nah, we're not going to have ocean, I don't think. That'll be a good guess. Wetland, that kind of ties in more. Well, I guess we'll have to see. You guys guess that. We got another one of the Stegosaurus shot from the trailer. Shows you a bit of the variation within them. You can see this one's like a yellowish, almost like a white. It almost looks like an albino to me. Then you have these more brownish Stegosaurs, along with these 2 grayish ones. Got a nice picture of an Allosaurus. We can see the hands have been fixed, just like the Tyrannosaurus. And what's really cool is that this color pattern is actually based off an old mural from the 1880s, the Age of Reptiles. It was a big mural. It was based off a theropod of that. And it's cool they kind of brought it back in some extent, and especially after all that time. Really, really cool. There's another picture of Main Street from the announcement trailer. Looks really nice. See all the different buildings, change the different colors. Pink one, yellow one, there's a red one down there. I like that. The red looks nice. Especially looks nice from the temperate. You can see these like nice trees here. It's cool to experiment with different trees and things. Then we can see, looks like we're going to have different statues as well. That looks like a kind of statue. We can put these down, different things. I think that's a park entrance. Then we got another nice overview of the park. I'm pretty sure that's Dreadnoughtus. I know Dreadnoughtus is coming back. I think. Well, I don't know. I think it is. That looks like a Dreadnoughtus. Doesn't Brachiosaurus has like a much more of a taller profile. Doesn't look like a Brachiosaurus. Uh, just screams Dreadnoughtus to me. Also, we've got these guys down here. T-Rex, maybe Giga or Carcharodontosaurus. We might just see that. I really hope Carcharodontosaurus gets changed. I feel like that's a model that would need a change. And then we can see the Innovation Center, some more buildings, uh, viewing towers, things like that. And then the aviary. I like this like aviary. So it's got different styles. I think the hatchery is back here somewhere, like this domes. I really hope we can make it like really long and stuff. I think that'd be awesome. We could really play with the designs since it's going to be placed like you have a ring and then you can just place the rings next to each other and kind of expand. And then we have another Baryonyx. So this is an update. We saw this guy in the staff management like kind of little teaser thing with the scientists. So we can see this guy's got an update. Looks much nicer. The scale's a lot more obvious. I'll be honest. I don't like the Jurassic World design for Baryonyx at all. It doesn't even look like a Baryonyx, but it seems like the model itself has got a really nice glow up since the first game. And last one, this was a shot of the T-Rex before he shows up to the amphitheater. You can see the amphitheater here, and so that's a really nice shot, isn't it, with the T-Rex? How do you not love Tyrannosaurus Rex? And we can also see here, this is kind of like a different biome. We could see in the shot there was the city in the background. I wonder if that might be a biome, might be the city biome. We have to make it like a city zoo. That would actually be kind of cool, but I'm not sure if that would count as a biome. And we can see this looks like to connect to fences, so maybe you could have dinosaurs rotate through this. So next we had a look at the ones on Steam. This was all from Gallery. We're going to have a look at the ones from Steam and just talk about it. Another picture of the Mosasaurus that shows a bit of the UI. We can see it's also got the pause, play, fast forward buttons. I think these ones, this means like you can't because of your emergency or a storm, money, star rating, and menu. We can see all the different things that come up here. Territory needs, marine large, so this is a large marine animal. Population 1. Area, looks like he doesn't got enough area, not enough open space. Needs more fish, or just needs some ambience really. So it's like another thing that he needs to have in his enclosure by the looks of it. Needs more territory. Is comfortable-ish, but it's going down. So it's just like a little bit more updated. Looks nice. Next one, the UI for the shops. Oh, I was trying to breathe in and out of there. But we can see that's really nice. T-shirts, disc, kind of mix and match those. That looks really cool. These seems like these are the modules, so we can pick different modules and things. A gift stand, skeletal display, product display. Looks like we'll have to scroll down through those. And these are the different guest types that you want to have for. And these looks like a bar that you can go, oh, this one really suits adventurers. This one really suits naturalists. So it looks like this one's really suiting the naturalists and the general public. So that's good. Yeah. And we can see the running costs and stuff. Other than that, that's not too different from the menu from Jurassic World Evolution 1. We got another one with Baryonyx. This guy seems to like his fish. He seems to be quite happy. Looks like it's going up. So this one looks like it's disease, rating, what's it doing. Probably information about the animal. Not too different from the first one. Medium carnivore. Plenty of territory. Population 2. We can see the second one there, of course. This actually shows his territory, I think. You can see kind of that bluish thing that shows the territory of the animal, since territories are a thing. Overlaps area. Looks like he has enough area. Social population 2. Likes lots of water. There's plenty of water in the enclosure. Ironic since it's desert. Also, got enough rocks, enough open space is good, and he's got fish. So lots of fish. Since he is a marine, not a marine, a piscivore, so that means he eats fish. So that's good. He's happy. I like this one. This really shows off the territory view. And this shows that which mosasaurs click. I'm not sure which ones click. Maybe that one or this one. It shows the territory that they'll have. So that's kind of what they'll account for in their rating. And you can see the marine large area, all happy. all the happy mosasaurs, and we can see there's the shark being opened up. Looks like there will be one over here coming to come feed from them. Also the viewing gallery that you can dive in and look under the waves. I think that's just such a cool feature. Really hope to see this expanded. Another viewing vent, aviary over there. Really, really nice. Did a good job. I like it. And then we can see the gyrospheres are of course back. We can still have a look in there. Looks a little bit updated. See, this looks like some sort of hotel, I think. We can see another couple of stegosaurs. This one looks like, this one's got like a real whitish to it. Looks quite nice. Really nice picture. Another here, staff center. Yeah, looks like a staff center. Looks a little bit nicer. I like the style of these buildings. Actually, they seem a lot cleaner than the other ones in Jurassic World Evolution 1. And then the last one has a look at the hatchery menu. So you can see Agamagasaurus hatching one dinosaur. So you can hatch one dinosaur, or you can hatch multiple dinosaurs instead of just one. As you can see, there's sometimes animations like you saw with the Ichthyosaurus 4 came out. I think there's probably a limit per species. And you can also release them by airlifting them. So you can pick them up and drop them in your enclosure, rather than let them walk through the hatchery, which is definitely good. I think that really does help, especially if you have one hatchery in your park or a couple in one area and then you just move it like I do. I don't really like to put hatcheries in my enclosures everywhere. I just kind of like to drag and drop them. So yeah, that's about enough for this little kind of spotlight thing. I think there's going to be something about Prehistoric Kingdom coming up tomorrow, for something like that, or the next few days. There's something for Prehistoric Kingdom. I'll be covering that. I've also got another mod spotlight to do for Planet Zoo. So yeah, we got stuff going. We're doing it. So I really, really, really hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to click that little bell icon to get notified when I upload anything. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And bye-bye.